Hello, fellow Flosstubers. It's Patty here with episode 97. Today is March the 14th, 2020. On today's show, I have whips, I have haul, and I have a section called stands. So sit back and relax, grab your beverage of choice, water for me, your craft of choice, and let's chat. How was everybody's week? Mine was much better. Well, I can't say much better, but it was better. I did forget to tell you that on March the 7th was my grandmother's 93rd birthday. Yay, Grandma. The eldest son and the middle son, little man, hubby, and I took tacos over to her on that Saturday. And we had tacos, and the little man ran around, and we had a really good time. And then last week, the home called and said, there's only going to be one door that's open, and you have to answer some questions, and you need to take your temperature to make sure, even though there's only maybe two people. They're not sure. One they're sure of, and he is in Anchorage. He was on a cargo flight, knew he was sick, and he came anyway. And then the second one is a Fairbanks firefighter. So him and his group, his shift, are all under quarantine. And I haven't heard, they gave him the test, but I haven't heard if it was positive or negative yet. But anyway, back to Grandma. So my husband and I both have a cold, so I'm not going over there. And I know it's a cold. I came back from Hawaii. The little man and his mom had a cold. The little man didn't get it very bad. I don't have it very bad, but my hubby, he has it really bad. So we're going to stay away from Grandma until the cold goes away because, you know, she lives in a nursing facility and I don't want to bring that into that facility. So that's where we're at. Because the 7th, we weren't showing any symptoms or signs or anything. You know, everybody was pretty healthy. But I guess colds are colds. And we also have allergies. This whole house is full of carpet. And in the spring, I don't know, this carpet gets my husband all year long. And we keep saying we need to rip the carpet out. Let's rip it out, and then you'll feel better. But the bathrooms needed renovations last year. So we're hoping this year that we can get the carpets ripped out, but that's for another story. Let's see, anything else? Not too much, just trying to go through my dad's stuff. We started last night on Sunday, and we spent 3 hours going through some stuff. The middle son and the youngest son, and my hubby and I and little man all went over to Mom's, and we started going through all of his stuff, like I said before. I do want to say thank you so much for all of you that commented last week. I really appreciate your heartfelt comments, and they did cheer me up, and they did make me feel better, and I appreciate that more than you know. So thank you again for your comments. And man, my glasses. I need new glasses because my eyes look like little black slits. But I really do have eyes, guys, really. Okay, so shall we get on with the stitching? I think so. So Muriel asked me to show her my stands that I use. I use 2 stands, but I have 4. So I will show you the 2 that I don't use. And the reasons I don't use is not that they just don't work for me. I sit at a recliner, so the Edmunds stand that I first purchased do not really work really well to go under a recliner. So this is the first stand I used, and it doesn't hold a Q-snap very well. So that's the 2 reasons I don't use this. And I also need a magnifier, and there's no place to put a magnifier on this stand. So that's why I don't use the Edmunds stand anymore. And you can find the Edmunds stands at Michael's and Joann's. If you order it on Joann's right now, it's on sale. Okay. And then I purchased a Kay's Creation Z lap stand. So this is the lap stand, and this is, it can go any way you want it, depending on how you're sitting at your lap. And it's wood, and it is a really nice stand, but again, this doesn't hold a Q-snap very well, and the magnifier you can put on the Q-snap itself and magnify, but then it gets too heavy and it's tippy that way. So I don't use this one anymore, but I do recommend it if you don't need a magnifier, because it is a really nice lap stand. The third stand that I have, and this is the one I use all the time at my recliner, is a Kay's Creation floor stand. And I have it here because I've also modified how I use it. So Kay's Creation is kscreations.com, and I use their Kay's stainless steel portable metal stand. So it's kind of like a Lowry, but not. So this is my stand, and I have it right here. So my modifications to this is, you see I have my magnifier, and it is one with a light, and it's electric, so it sits by my chair plugged in when the little man is not here. When the little man is here, I bring it back into this room because I don't want him to play with it. To use it by my recliner, I turn it this way so that it's off center, or it's not, or you know, it's off. And then I put a 15-pound weight on top of the metal plate, and it doesn't tip over, it stays where it's at. But I also modified it by putting some sticky wool there. So you could put felt or anything so that your Q-snaps don't, and fabric don't get cut by the stainless steel parts. I also put a magnet, oops, here. See that little magnet right there with the needles? I glued that magnet there, and I glued a magnet, you can kind of see it there, that little black magnet right there to hold needles. So I always have 4 needles with me so that in case one breaks, I can put another needle, just whip it right back from there, and it's good to go again. Gotta set it here before it falls over. So you can pick up Kay's Creations on eBay and on Amazon, I believe. I saw them on eBay, but I think they're on Amazon too, but I'm not sure. Because I picked up both mine on eBay. I do like that stand, okay. And then my 4th stand is made out of PVC pipe. I saw this on Pam's Crafting Corner, or Crafty Corner, and she shows you, if you look up her PVC lap stand, she shows you the measurements, she shows you the pieces you need, and then you can decide what size you want. So this is mine. I have a bigger top bars for this, but it doesn't, it's too big and I can't get both hands underneath it to stitch. So this just sits right on my lap. I do use pillows sometimes to help with the tilt. It depends on how you want your tilt. So you could have your tilt this way, or you could have your tilt this way, all depending, I guess it is, yeah, they're a little bit different. This one is a 90 or a 45 degree, and this one's a 90 degree. And I seem to use the 90 degree more tilt, but yeah, it's a really great frame. And I didn't work on this at all this last week, so that's okay. You're seeing it, no work has been done. Yeah, I really like this one. I have, especially to do the 30-minute a day, I can just pull it out. I don't have to take it on and off Q-snaps. I don't have to do any of that. They are held on with Q-snap covers. So I had some 17 by 17 the Michaels brand of Q-snaps, and I don't like those. Those are too big. So I just cut them down in half and used those as my covers. And I have extra here in case these break. So that's how I have my stands. So Muriel, I hope that that helped with your stand questions. There is the Lowry out there. It comes from Europe, so you can, I'm not quite sure. I know that sometimes you can find it on Amazon. So try the Lowry stands, because I've heard those are really good too. But the reason I didn't go with the Lowry stand is because when I was looking for stands, you couldn't find them on eBay. And it does not rotate like the case creation. So this case creation, you can turn your Q-snap any way you want, and it will turn for you. See how much rotation there is on that. And that does make a difference, I find, when I'm stitching, because I stitch with it, my Q-snap like that, and then I can rotate so I can get closer or farther away from what I'm working on. Oh, I hope that didn't confuse anybody. Oops. And, oh, I should show that here's my magnifier for my lap stand. So I just put it on there, and then it is on there, and I have to kind of get it in its sweet spot, and then it's good to go. So that's where that looks like. Ooh, see, my eyes are really bad. Even with glasses, I need my magnifier. So that's why I was really glad to find out that those glasses that I picked up will work for stitching on my lap stand. But I just haven't used them yet because I want to use those just for traveling. So, okay, again, Muriel, I hope that answers all your questions. I know that if you look more on YouTube, there's a lot more stands out there that you can look for or look at. It all depends on if you sit at a recliner or if you just sit in a chair and can pull the lap stand to your side or to your front. I use mine on the side. That's why I picked what I picked. Okay. Now, shall we get on with the regular stitching? I think so. Okay, works in progress this week. As you recall, last week I did a Tuesday, so there is no Mirror Monday this last week, because you've already seen it. So Tuesday, I worked on the newest baby's birth announcement. So this is what I'm working on, and this is from Christie's Patterns off of Etsy. And it's Love You to the Moon and Back. And I got a lot accomplished on that on Tuesday. I was really happy. Look at that. And I also wanted to say that I forgot. See, my mind was not working well. I'm not going to put this bottom panel in where it has the birth date and the weight. So what I'm going to do is put his first name, and if I can, I'll put his middle name. And then I will put his date of birth there. So that's what this will look like. So his name will be here and his birth date will be there. But all I have to do now is You to the Moon and Back, a couple of more stars, and another cloud, because I got off over here and I wasn't going to rip it all out just to figure out where I was at. So that is where this birth announcement is. So I think I may not work on this week, but by the, see, I need this done for next month though, don't I? But by the time he's born, this will be done. And anyway, I have to wait because I need to know what day he's born on. So I still have time. By the end of the summer, I can have this done and give it to his mommy for him. So that's exciting anyway. Okay. I'm sorry this one's going to be all over the place, but I'm not going to redo it because I have a habit of redoing these. I mean, like I will flub up one word and then I forget it. I'll just redo it. But I'm not going to anymore. I'm going to be real and I'm going to be me. So I hope that you will stay with me and still enjoy this because this is fun to do. It's fun to read comments. And yeah, I just enjoy doing these. So the next project I worked on is my Wednesday New Start. And I pulled out Glendon Place, Sleepy Hollow, because this is the one I've wanted to do for a while. So it's so exciting. I didn't get a lot of stitching time in Wednesday. Sorry, I'm losing my voice again. So my new start, that's all I have done. Not a whole lot, but it's the page 1's border is started. So yeah, I really am kind of sad about that because I wanted to get further on this. And I even thought about pulling it out last night to stitch some more, but I went, nah, it's all right. It's all right. And when I get to another project, I have some more lemon and lime. If you remember, I said that I wasn't sure because some people didn't have enough lemon and lime. One of my projects has lemon and lime, so if I don't use a lot of lemon and lime in that project, I should be able to share lemon and lime. So that's a really good thing. So, let's see. This one I worked on Wednesday night. I didn't go to midnight because the newest man's baby shower was Wednesday night. So when we got back, I pulled out my linen and threads, friends and family mystery stitch along, and I did a little bit on that. So I only had a little bit of that done the last time you saw it, so I worked some more. I really do like that I threw that darker purple variegated color in. I'm liking that a lot. So I'm really happy with how this is turning out so far. I really hope I can get caught up. If I could just work on it, I should use that as my 30-minute project until I get caught up, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I think I worked on that again on Thursday a little bit, but Friday, after Little Man left, I did dark 13 stitching, excuse me. And I worked on Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. And I've just realized I haven't been telling you guys what fabric I'm using. So, the fabric for, let me see, sorry, my mind just went. The baby sampler is 18 count Ada. Haunted, Sleepy Hollow is Haunted by Picture This Plus, and that is 32 count, I believe. It's either 32 or 28, obviously. And then the Friends and Family sampler is 18 count Ada. So, I pulled this out for dark 13 stitching, and this is 40 count Heritage by Picture This Plus, and I finished the tree and started adding, the green to this block. This is block number 2. So, and you see, that's the color I'm using. But that is where I'm at on this one. And I was really happy with my Friday night stitching. I got a lot accomplished on this since it's 1/1 or 1/2 on 40 count. Yeah, I'm really happy. So this is going to be my dark October and 31st stitching for the near future because I want to get that done. So Saturday I worked on my Whip Go project, and this is Touching the Autumn Sky, and this is 32 count Stellar Lugana. I think that's by Picture This Plus as well. So by Mirabilia, and I don't know if I got a whole bunch done, but this is off the Q-Snap because its 2 weeks are done. So I've got a lot more of her coat. So her coat is really going gangbusters, so I'm happy about that. Now this is also a monthly mirror, so you will be seeing it again because its month is August. So that's very exciting. But I get to mark it off my WhipGo board. Yay, as being worked on. Because I think that's what I'm going to do from now on with my WhipGos is instead of, I just want to make sure I work on it during the month. So 2 times during the month is my goal for each of the WhipGo projects. So yay for that. And Sunday, I had a kind of good stitching day. I did touch a lot of projects on Sunday because I just wasn't feeling them. So the first thing I worked on before we went out to my mother's house was B, not charted by Tilton Crafts, but charted by Gecko Rouge. So here's B by Lorna Lane. Look at that B. Look at those colors. I'm still way up here. But I did get quite a bit accomplished on B. So this is 25 count, easy guide by DMC. And it is the 20 by 20 block. So I finished that little block I was on last week. Well, sorry about that. They sent my husband home. So he came home. We had an appointment with the tax people tomorrow. They canceled that appointment and told him to bring in the paperwork. So he's now going to drop off the paperwork with the tax people. So we have to do this quick. I don't have much more to show. So anyway, I was talking about The Bee by charted by Gecko Rouge and made by Lorna Lane. So I put this blob in and did this section here yesterday. So I'm very happy with how B is turning out. So I'm not sure how long the husband will be off work, but I guess there was an email, a law passed that everybody gets paid for 2 weeks off. So I'll have to wait and see. Yeah, because my husband usually doesn't get sick pay. So hopefully, I mean, no hopefully about it. They have to pay him. So yeah, but because he's got a cold, people. He has a cold. I mean, I can understand it kind of, sort of, but there's only 2 cases. So, yeah. And we've been back from Hawaii for more than 14 days. So, we stopped in Seattle. We don't have coronavirus. So, anyway, I'm not gonna, whatever. So, 18 count oatmeal, and this is the peppermint purple 52-week sal, and that's it. I re-looked at the pattern, and there are 2 sections where they're thin and long, so those are the 2 sections that I'm going to use one of the solid colors that are in the variegated colors. So that is my plan going forward with this. But here it is. Very happy. Kept up with it. I worked on that Saturday night or Sunday night, I'm sorry. And when I got done with that, I pulled my other WhipGo project for the month of March. Wow! Is Moonflowers by Mirabilia. So I'm going to be working on this, and I am using the called for colors and fabric. So this is Milk Chocolate 32 count by Witchelt. And I'm started working on the pillow some more. So all that weight and a little bit of that dark gray is what I did last night. So that's where this one is at. So this one will be worked on for the next 2 weeks for the Whipco board. Purchases. My last purchase from 123 Stitch came in last week, and it was the 6 butterfly beads or charms for Duchess. So Duchess is now completely and totally kitted up and waiting to be started. And then I could not resist. Finally, I picked this up. I should have taken it out of the bags, but this one is a Cooler Designs. And this one is the Haunted October Night by Linda Gilliam. I just love it. I love it. Somebody else is stitching on it, and I can't remember who right now, but oh, I love this so much. So I pulled all of the DMCs when I was at Joann's during that sale. So this is the chart that got all the DMCs that I just bought. And I am going to stitch this on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha Belfast. And I think this is by Swigart. So this is what she's going to be on. Well, I think it's going to be beautiful because, let's see, 32 count would be 16 count, so it would be 9.5 by 10.5. And this is 18 by 27, so definitely going to be big enough on this count. So this is going to be my Wednesday start. So that's exciting. Exciting, exciting. So, okay, looking around, that, my friends, is all I have for you this week. I really hope I get some stitching in, and I really hope, I mean, my husband's already doing better. I mean, he's already, he even sounded better today than he did yesterday. So he may be home for a day or two, but he can work from home, plus he gets sick pay. I'm not going to be too concerned about it, but I don't know what I'm going to get a lot. Well, I'll get a lot of stitching done because he lets me stitch. You know, he doesn't bother me unless he wants to talk, and then I still stitch and he talks. I just turn the TV off. But yeah, that is, this is going to be one crazy week, people. But anyway, I hope that the talk about the stands is what you needed, Mariel. If you need anything else, let me know. I hope that you enjoyed my craziness this week. And I do want to say thank you for those who commented. That did, like I said before, it meant a lot to me. Comment on your podcasters. I need to do that myself. I don't. I'm bad. I watch it on a big screen TV, so I don't do a lot of commenting, but I do watch. I try to hit the like button because I can do that on my big screen. So maybe I'll start doing that more often. And then going back and commenting on other things. My 100 video is coming up soon. And I'm thinking about doing a giveaway. I'm not sure yet. I have some things I'm thinking about, and I need to contact someone to make sure that one of the things I want to do is okay with them. Yeah. Ooh, got a third part of the video. Because now the mailman came and rang my doorbell. I had to sign for something for my mother. But look what was there. Fresh. Don't even have to wait a week. It is my Victorian Motto Sampler Shop Floss. Look at that. Oh, look at those oranges. So this is Rustic Bin. 918. Then we've got Little Blue Essential. That look like little black dress. Then we have Rise and Shine. Oh, look at that. That is so pretty. And Canyon Sunrise. Very nice. Midnight Dark, which is also a conversion of 823. Oh, that's pretty. And Spring Green Goddess, a conversion of 164. So, How about that? So we got to see some floss, and I get to put it away instead of having it sit there for a week. So again, I hope that you guys have a great week. I hope that I wasn't too scattered. If you're new and you'd like to come back and hit that subscribe button and hang out with me again. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back time after time and dealing with my crazy. So, all right, I will see you guys next week. So I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content. See you guys later.